You're ready to jump in and buy your next rental. But as you look for that deal day in and day out, you're finding that there are slim pickings out there. In fact, the majority of what is for sale in most areas is new construction. Could a new home be your next investment? Well, today we will look at Idaho's #1 home builder, CBH Homes, and show you why many investors are making these homes their next rental. Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sylvia and I am your investor-friendly realtor in the Boise metro area of Idaho. On this channel, we cover various topics on residential real estate investing. What should you know before you begin? How should you crunch the numbers so you ensure cash flow? We even explore how the tax code can impact your return on your investment. If you're new here, please check out our other videos and drop a comment below on other topics that you would like to learn more about. Now, back to our topic. It's no secret that real estate inventory has been at all-time lows for several years now. Many would-be sellers are finding the new interest rates and their associated payments tough to swallow, and thus are staying put. And since so many homeowners have quite a bit of equity in their homes, those promised short sales and foreclosures have yet to make their appearance. Just about the only thing in abundance on the market are newly built homes. Thus, many investors are taking a second look at new construction. And I'm here to argue that you should too. There are many advantages to going with a newly built home. The first and most obvious is the lower need for capital expenditures and repairs and maintenance that a new home will require. There is also a high chance that as subsequent phases are built in your community, the value of your home will continue to go up. Last, in the current economy, many home builders are offering fantastic promotions for new home buyers. Most of these are in the form of rebates. This promo money can be applied to appliances, rate buy-downs, closing costs, and even landscape and fencing. In our Boise area, we are blessed to have Idaho's #1 home builder, CBH Homes, who has been a major provider of single-family homes since 1992. To date, Corey Barton has built and sold over 26,000 homes in the valley. And with 58 new communities providing newly constructed homes, you can be sure to find something that meets your budget and your rental criteria. CBH prides itself on providing affordable homes in various floor plans that will accommodate any home buyer and investor. Today, we will look at the Olivia 1522 floor plan in Nampa's Jasper Ridge community. So the Olivia is 1,522 square feet. In my opinion, the perfect size rental. It's 3-bedroom, 2-bath with a 2-car garage. Come along and take a drive out to Jasper Ridge and tour your next rental. If you are anywhere in the Boise area, you can always spot a CBH community by its bright red flags. Here we are at Jasper Ridge. We are 15 minutes away from Costco, Target, Home Depot, Lowe's, tons of restaurants, and even one of our local movie theaters. Before heading out to the house, I want to take you through the neighborhood and give you a little glimpse of how these homes and neighborhoods are built. In the past, CBH allowed home buyers to custom build their homes. Build times were taking 6 to 8 months. However, as demand continued to outpace supply in 2019, CBH switched to what we call spec homes, which are predetermined by the design team at CBH. The master planners at CBH take into account many factors to keep the communities aesthetically fresh and well-rounded. They mix and match exterior design and colors to offer modern elevations and also more traditional ones. In fact, many of their homes come in up to 6 different elevations. Here we have the process from the ground up. As you can see, they are all built on raised foundations and not our slabs. Slabs are very rare in Idaho. CBH does include mini parks or open spaces in their communities as well. You can find something that is single story or two-story, two-car garage, or three if that's what you need. All right, here we are, the Olivia 1522, 3 bedrooms, 2 bath, 2-car garage. So a couple things to note here out front. Every CBH home will come with front landscaping and what we call the wings on the side for fencing. So landscaping is going to be very similar in all of the houses. You'll have a few bushes, you'll have a tree, and obviously your sod. So let's take a look inside. There we go. So 3 bedroom, 2 bath. This is one of the guest rooms. Carpet in the bedrooms because yes, it does get cold in Idaho. Good size room. Most of these rooms are probably going to be about 9 by 11. Most of the square footage is going to be in the main living areas of these houses. 1522 square feet, not very big. But you can see we have our closet, and although it isn't really technically a walk-in closet, it's still a pretty good size. We have another bedroom here, but let's take a look at the bathroom. So laminate LVP flooring here. We've got your typical shower and bath, 1 single sink. In some of the bigger square footage homes, you will have dual sinks. In this room here, this is your second guest bedroom. Again, the closet is gonna be regular size, but I do wanna point something out while we're in here. In Idaho, very few homes are gonna be built on a slab. Most of them are going to be crawl space. This right here is your insulated cover plate. Down here, if you want to take a look, this is your crawl space. So super handy in these. Even though we are still in November, as you saw, most of our builders are building year round. And so crawl spaces provide convenient access to plumbing, electrical wiring, and even HVAC ducts, making it a lot easier for maintenance and repairs. New homes will have this moisture barrier liner that keeps the moisture from the earth from seeping up into the building and causing rot or mold. When we go back outside to the backyard, I will show you the foundation vents. You want to make sure that this vapor barrier is not covering those foundation vents, and I'll talk more about that when we go outside. One of the things that I do like about this house is the main space here is LVP flooring. So for a rental, super nice. We have a hall closet right here, which is nice, good size. We'll go back this way. This is one of the things that they're doing more and more, moving the furnace into the inside of the house instead of the garage. And then laundry room is actually a pretty good size laundry room. You're gonna have your washer and your dryer in here. You've got these nice shelves up on top, which makes it nice. So garage. This particular property has a 2-car garage, although interestingly enough, this property, this floor plan specifically, will have the option for a 3rd bay garage. So if you wanted a house, 1,500 square feet or so, and you wanted to have it with a 3rd-car garage, you could. So water heater goes out here. In the past, the furnace used to be out here as well. So, now, of course, most of the living spaces, the bedrooms were a little bit small, like I mentioned, 9 by 11 typically. Most of the living space is going to be in these open. Most of the living space in these homes will be out here in the living room. A lot of the floor plans will come with carpet, and so if you wanted to do carpet, you could. I would always go for an LVP. Now for the kitchen, here's one of the things that you should probably know. CBH, because they're no longer doing custom build homes, they will list these homes anywhere from completed to 45 days out. And so if they put it in pretty early, some of the pictures will not be the actual pictures of the house. And if you do happen to see one of these, they will have photos similar on there, but that means you need to be careful on what the finishes are gonna be for your home. So if you're looking for white cabinets and maybe a hard surface countertop, you will wanna make sure that that's included in your final build if those are photo similar properties. Most of the time you're gonna get electric stove, black appliances. Some of the higher end neighborhoods you will get stainless steel, you will get gas. You don't have a refrigerator, does not come with a refrigerator, does not come with washer and dryer. Now generally for rentals, that is not something that every renter needs. Sometimes they have their own and you're not required to provide those for your renters. Now, we talked a little bit about the promotion money that they have going on. So up to $50,000, it depends on the price. So for the price for this property, you're looking at about $15,000 that you'd be able to play with promo money. Now, with that $15,000, like I mentioned before, you could do a rate buy down. You can get appliances. So if you wanted to get a refrigerator included and maybe a washer and dryer, you can absolutely do that. So let's take a look at the master bedroom. And you'll see right away one of the things that they do have, or some of these floor plans have, is a linen closet. Super helpful. And in this particular floor plan, the master bedroom size is actually a pretty decent size. And for this particular property, you do have the dual master sinks and you have the walk-in shower, no tub on this property here. So no tub. And then most master bedrooms will have a walk-in closet. This one is actually a pretty good size. You have the cubby holes as well. And if you look down here, another access to the crawl space. Let's take a look outside. This is pretty typical of what you're gonna get with a new construction home. You're gonna have lots of dirt. This yard happens to be a pretty good size. You can see kind of an outline of where the property boundary line is. Most of the time you're gonna get a cement pad just like this one with no cover up on top. You know, after closing escrow, you are absolutely more than welcome to expand this, and many people do. As far as landscaping here, there is no sprinkler system, none of it. This is the way it will be. Now, as I mentioned before, you could use your promotion money to apply it towards sprinklers, and irrigation drip line, whatnot, sod, maybe some trees. Fencing. So this particular property, you do have this side fence, and that happens to be because this house has already been sold. They installed that fence. No rear fencing, no fence on this side either. These houses have not been sold here. Now you have two options. You could use your promotion money to get those fences done before you move in, or CBH is always happy to share your name to the future buyers and let them know that you're interested in splitting the cost and maybe save yourself some money. I did want to point out these vents like we mentioned earlier. So these right here, like I said, everything is built on a foundation, like a raised foundation here in Idaho, because they do build year round. You don't want to have a cracked foundation. So in these properties, you can open or close these. In the winter, you probably want to have those closed to keep, just some of that nice and warm in there. Don't let your pipes freeze. And in the summer, you will open them, but be mindful of when you are installing irrigation here. In general, it's not good practice to have anything up against this foundation wall. You don't want sprinklers pointing that way and getting water in there, water in the crawl space. Big no-no. You don't want to have that. All right. I did want to mention every CBH home, with a few exceptions, will have pressurized irrigation. So irrigation water in the state of Idaho, we get a lot of snow and thus snow melt that fills our irrigation canals that provide landscaping water for a lot of these subdivisions. So friends, there you have it. What do you think about the CBH Olivia 1522? Now, let me give you some specifics for this particular home. The price will depend on where this home is built and what goodies are put inside. So check that spec sheet with the final finishes. Purchase price for this specific home is $368,990. Now, CBH does have a promotion of $50,000 in savings, and that depends on the purchase price of the home. For this home, you are looking at $15,000 that could apply toward your purchase price. That's a tidy sum you can apply to your closing costs, or maybe use it to buy down your interest rate. If you are paying with cash, you can get that fence put in, or maybe get those sprinklers and sod installed. You can even apply it toward the price. Now let's talk about what it looks like to rent this place out. Potential rent for this home here in Nampa would be right around $1,950 to $2,100 a month, depending on whether you accept pets or not. Idaho is a very pet-friendly state, and allowing Fido to live here can get you anywhere from $50 to $100 extra in monthly rent. In terms of competition, you will be happy to know that while CBH loves selling to investors, they do cap the number of homes in each subdivision they sell directly to investors. No more than 30% of their homes are sold to investors, and I'm sure our friends at CBH can tell us how many homes in the neighborhood have been in fact sold to investors before you make that offer. That being said, CBH is not involved in the resale market and cannot control how many homeowners decide to rent their place out at a later date. Either way, do your research. Have your realtor ask CBH how many homes were sold to investors. Then take a look at Zillow for any advertised rentals in the neighborhood you are looking for. Finally, make sure you drive through the area. Any for rent signs? How about the telltale signs of rental properties? Yeah, you know the ones. I hope this gives you an inkling of what investing in new construction might look like in Nampa. I'd be happy to get you more information on this CBH home or any of the 404 others they currently have for sale in our market. And as always, friends, make sure you properly run the numbers. Buying this home and renting it out might be the best option for some and a terrible idea for others. If you need help determining how a new construction home would fit in your rental portfolio, give us a call for a more personalized approach to your financial goals. Thanks for watching, and catch you on the next one.